right now?
Me and Lynn started to write song on this new album, The Bridge, and I think the goal is to just keep on learning how to write material, how to sing, how to. I mean, it's only not singing in this business as much business as well in this business. So you have to learn a lot of things that way, like marketing and such things. And I mean, only because you sing, you have to be a professional photographer, you have to be a professional dancer, you have to sing very well. Yes, you have to be a lawyer, you know that? And you have to be a journalist.
Right.
So you don't any make, so like we're learning the job still.
You really have to learn how to live this life. There's a procedure that's going to take a few years. It changed so much when we had this success, all this pressure around and all the media everywhere watching what you're doing. You always have to think where you're going, what you're wearing, what you're saying, think about security. There's a lot of things changed.
I would say that I think our lives is totally different, but we have the same kind of interest as we had before. So a big goal for me in a way is to try to understand this life and try to live it fully and so on, because it's real strange. It's wonderful, great, horrible, stress, everything at the same time. Lot of money, a lot of people you meet.
Do you enjoy it? Do you like it?
Most of the time, yeah. But I'm trying to learn to enjoy it 100%. That is kind of difficult, I would say.
Okay, now tell me a little bit about your live show. What do you bring onto the stage, you know, as a show? What do you try to do to set yourselves apart on the stage, on a live show?
When we played in Chile, we performed to 35,000 people.
35,000?
Yeah, 1 week ago. And we had 13 people on stage. And for the first time 100% live, we did 13 songs. And well, what we try to deliver the energy from the album to the audience live, and we try to give the audience the message of hope that we really want to deliver.
And how about your new record? What has changed? How has your music evolved? What are you doing right now there's new? Where are you going musically?
We developed a lot with acoustic instruments, and we're trying to develop working with musicians, and also, of course, you getting older and you working with other people and get other point of views of life, and trying to experiment a little bit more. And especially the biggest development is, of course, it's not just me and Jonas writing now, it's the girls writing. They're very good at it.
How about influences? What are you listening to right now? Other bands, classical music, jazz?
It's very different.
Very individual.
I think this new album, The Bridge, is reflecting our music taste a lot better than the first album, because it's the Paul was writing on this one. I would say that maybe the girls like more vocalists, more like that. And me and Ulf like rhythm bands, good productions. Better, something like that.
So do you think this mix of tastes makes it for a better band? Does that make you, do what you do so well?
I think it's a little bit stronger, because we have 4 songwriters.
All 4 of us are profiling this album in another way. So I think it's better to do it this way, because everybody gets in it.
How about future plans? Are you writing new material right now? Are you going to tour? Where are you going? What are your plans right now?
We haven't made any decisions about tour and so on. Maybe if something interesting come up, we do kind of one more play, an event or something on this record. But at the moment we're kind of thinking about the next album and so on.
We were in Chile, we've been in New York, we've been to 2 cities in Canada, and now we're here in Mexico. And I've been writing 2 songs. Because you sit alone in your hotel rooms, and what do you do? Suddenly it's just a song comes, and you really have time to sit down and write it, like in the nights when you can't sleep.
How about recording in Spanish? Have you ever thought about it?
We have done one. We did Beautiful Life, but I guess we sang the wrong words.
Are you going to do it anymore?
Lynn sang
We
it.
were supposed to sing Beautiful Life in Spanish, and it's something like La vida hermosa.
Vida hermosa que...
Could you say it in the right way? It's a beautiful life in Spanish.
Es una vida bella.
Okay. Because this guy that we asked, who was Spanish, who was in the studio, we sort of got into him and we said, could you translate it? Because he's Spanish. But he was high. So he said the wrong word. And so we recorded it in the wrong way.
Well,
so
It's said to us to say Vida Mossa que es, so we did a version of The Beautiful Life with that.
Well, next time get a sober person.
Awful.
Yeah.
I guess
We're gonna try
Rain
the
Company
right
has
way.
it. I think.
Ask somebody
Next time.
normal.
we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, what would you say the message of Ace of Base is? With your music, what are you trying to put forth? What are you trying to give to your audience? What is your message? Hope.
Hope, yeah, and
Some walking,
freedom,
very little.
and hope about the future, and happiness. Try to make people look at the bright side of life.
And,
Yes, it's always, I guess, if you listen to our lyrics in the album, you can hear sometimes very melancholic sounds. I mean, the chords are in minor and such things. But if you listen to it carefully, you see an underline of maybe an answer to a tough question in life or something.
Okay, and finally, do you have a message for your Mexican fans? People here really love your music. You've seen it at the shows, on streaming. Do you have a final message
We
for
think
them?
you're really great fans.
You're great.
Fantastic people, and it would be wonderful to play here real live one day. And really keep up the spirit. It's great.
Well, we think you're a great band. So
Thank
thank
you
you
very
very much for this interview. Thank you for your time, and lots of success for you.
Okay.
All right? Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Esta fue la entrevista con Ace of Base.